Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful day and let's just jump into it. So, given that Valheim has a random world generator and every time you press create world, you create a unique world that's different from all the other ones. But unfortunately, not all the worlds are equal and some are clearly better than the other ones. Here's a world seed that, in my opinion, is the best out there. It's certainly the best I've seen so far. It has all of the first four bosses on the same island, really close to each other, and the fifth one is on an island close by, separated only by a small river. So technically, you can kill all of the bosses, all five of them, without ever having to build a boat and travel in the ocean. And I know some people would really like to do that. So let me show you this world. Let me show you why I like it so much and why I believe that if you are interested in doing a speed run or killing a certain boss that's far away, you don't want to travel halfway across the map to kill it, this is the seed for you. So, right off the bat, the place where you spawn, if we move just a tiny bit, right away we start seeing some tin deposits. Look how close it is to the spawner, and there's quite a lot of them. There's another one over here, there's another one over here, some stuff over here. Now, this might be a bit of a problem for some people, but there's a giant or a troll really close to where you spawn. For some people, it could be a problem. For somebody like me that's hunted them for a while now, you just realize that they're really easy prey when you're using your bow and you're shooting at them from far away. So, you got a troll as your neighbor, which is kind of cool. Right next to the house, we have this. So in the chest, there's nothing really good. But if you're like me, I really enjoy, instead of making new houses, I just like to put a workbench and fix the broken house that's nearby. Alright, so with only a few planks, we're able to fix this house, put in a bed, put in a campfire, and now we have a place where we could spawn in case we die. Now it's really close to the spawner, so it doesn't make a world of a difference, but you have a place where you could actually store your stuff, given that they already provide a chest for you. Let's put some of the things over here. Next up, let me show you where the first boss is. So the first boss is really close, and let me show you the map. So this is basically the first boss right over here, the second boss right over here. You see the elder is really close to the first boss, the trader right over here. The third boss is the one that's the farthest from all of these, but it's right over here. It's in the marsh, of course. And the fourth boss is super close, right over here. So you just follow the path, you go straight and you go up. Let me show you where to find the first boss, the second, the third, and the fourth. Alright guys, so as I promised, here's the first boss, and as you can see, it's really close to where we spawned. Here's our little temporary house, and this is the first boss. It's really close. The forest is full of deer, so you could just kill a couple of them, get your trophies, and kill the first boss. Easiest part of the game, in my opinion. Next up, let's go to the second boss, and this is also pretty easy, fairly close. You're gonna have to go through the dark forest, but that's a given because the second boss is always spawned in the dark forest. And the way you do that is you basically go southeast until you hit water. Once you hit water, you'll be close to that location because he's right by the shore. Alright guys, so as I promised, here we are at the second boss's location. The great thing is there's a spawner for Grey Dwarfs, and as we know, that gives you ancient seeds, which is what you need to summon the ancient one. So this is a perfect location. You could go over there, destroy it, get the ancient seed, feed it to the fire, and this is where you're gonna fight the ancient one. Now fighting the ancient one is actually also pretty easy. There are a couple of things you want to do, and I'll make a video about it, how you could actually kill him without doing anything. I'll show you how to do it in the next video, but it's really easy, almost as easy as killing the first boss. Right over there we have a troll's cave, so you always want to watch out for the troll sneaking up on you. Sometimes they could do that. Alright guys, so now we are currently at the third boss's location, and the way you get there is from the second boss. You just follow the shore. There's an abandoned village over there, I'll show you later, but it's actually a really nice one. This is where I'm planning to build my I guess the house that I'm really gonna stick with, because it's right in the middle, and a lot of it is built for you already. But this is how you get to the third boss. You just follow the shore, then you keep going straight. There's a tiny marsh over here. I have it on the map, but you keep going to the side, and there's a mountain over here, so don't go over the mountain, and you know. And once you hit the water, you just follow it up. You just follow the water up and you find the teleporter. Be careful of the Draugr and stuff like that, but at this point you should have some pretty decent armor, a good bow, and you'll be fine. So here's the location of the third boss. Let's go to him. Right, there it is. And you could put your sacrifice over there. You summon him, and what I like to do is, let me show you what I did. First, let's get out of the water because of the leeches. So what I did is I built a little house on top of the crypt, and then I put a teleport over there. The reason I did that is because skeletons or Draugrs or whatever cannot destroy it up there. They cannot jump. On top of that, it also gives me an opportunity to in case I die from the third boss, I'll spawn right here. I'll just go get my stuff and I'll keep fighting him. Another great thing about this location is I could actually shoot at monsters from right over here with my bow, and I'll actually be fine. They cannot hit me unless they are archers. So once again, this is how you get to the third boss. Let me show you how to get to the fourth boss. Alright guys, so the way you get to the fourth boss is you simply go west from where the first boss was. You follow the shore, you keep going. It's quite a run, but it's a lot easier to run in the Black Forest than it is to run up the mountain. This is why I chose this path, because in my opinion it's the easiest one. So you keep running until you see this house over here, this abandoned house. Once you see this abandoned house, that means that you are pretty close to where the fourth boss is. Keep going up. Keep going. Almost out of stamina. Okay. He'll be back. Anyways, there's an abandoned house over here that I remodeled so that I can make a spawn point over here, and the fourth boss is up this mountain. Now the great thing about going up this way is this place is filled with obsidian. and I mean filled. You could see it all over the place. Alright guys, so basically you just follow the path up, and as you can see we got some obsidian deposit. You keep going up, and you will reach the spawn for the 4th boss. Watch out for the drakes though. Alright guys, so now, last but not least, let me show you how to get to the trader. So first of all, the trader always spawns in the dark forest, and when you get close to the trader, you're gonna see this coin sack on your map. The way you get here is you simply go where the first boss was, you wrap around the mountain. Now if you have frost resist potions or equipment, you could go straight over, but I think it's a lot easier you just go around the mountain. When you go around the mountain, you're gonna get close to the trader, and it's this little icon is gonna pop on your map when, I would say, when you're like in this area. So you just need to get close enough and you'll see it on your map. And the way you trade with the trader is you simply press E, and he has a lot of great stuff that would help you out. I would strongly recommend getting this belt because it increases your carry capacity from 300 all the way to 450. Now that's a 50% increase, and it's 950 gold pieces, but if you explore any caves, you find a lot of rubies. If you kill any trolls, you'll be able to get a lot of gold coins from them and stuff like that. So you should be able to get 950 gold pieces without any issues. Another great thing about the trader is he has a ward around his little building. What that means is monsters cannot come here. So technically, you could shoot at things without worrying of them coming and attack you. So this is a pretty great thing. And you could see where the ward ends. So as long as you're inside, you're safe. And I built a little hut over here. Gonna put a teleport, so whenever I have excess amount of gold, I'll buy Ymir's flesh, I'll buy the helmet that has a light source to it, or I'll just buy more fishing bait because I really enjoy fishing in this game. Alright guys, so as I promised, this is the abandoned little village that I'm planning to turn into one of my houses. So there's a few small buildings over here. They all have chests in them. Nothing too good in there. Nothing like really out of the ordinary. Has this post, some fence where you could put your boars. It has a place where neckers constantly spawn, so you always have that delicious neck meat. And another great thing is there's a stone tower that you could put a roof over, and you have your own stone building. Look at that. And also it's right by the water, so you could build a dock, you could fish, and overall you just maybe build a boat, travel, whatever you want to do. As you can see, the tower is pretty intact, so you could really make a house in there. And I kind of like that kind of stuff, so that's what I'm planning to do. You just gotta make sure that you take care of these bad boys. Pretty easy. And yep, pretty much that's it. The 5th boss is right over here, and the way you could get to there is you simply jump over that little river, as you can see, that separates the 2 islands, and you just go straight to him. Pretty easy. Don't really need to make any boats or a raft or anything like that. You could just go there. And yeah, the other four bosses are really close. There's a lot of copper and iron really close to where you spawn, so you could, right off the bat, if you kill the first boss, you could start your Bronze Age. And shortly after you kill the second boss, you could go to this location and this location, but this location has a lot of crits. In this tiny island, well, this tiny portion of the island, there's 4 crits. Now that's a lot of iron that you could turn into weapons, building material, or whatever. So this is why I strongly believe that this is probably one of the best, if not the best, seed in the entire game. Super close to where you spawn all the 4 bosses. The traveler, the trader is really close to them. Basically, everything you need for the first 80% of the game is right there with you on the first island, and that's amazing. If you're someone like me who really doesn't enjoy spending 3-4 hours just going around the ocean searching for the fifth, fourth, second boss on a raft or on a small boat, you will really appreciate this seed because, like I said, you don't really need a boat to kill all 5 of the bosses. And you definitely don't need anything huge if you want to kill the 5th boss and you don't want to swim across the small river. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you soon.